We've gotten into some of our vertical pass game. All right, we talked through our full field schemes. Now we're going to talk about 4 verticals. Okay, a play I love, something that I'm sure everybody runs. Everybody has their versions of it, and I'm going to show you some of our versions of 4 verticals. Now, what I do with 4 verticals is, we make it really simple for our quarterbacks. All right, and it's something that we run that really versus any coverage. Is it better versus cover 3? Of course. That's the old school, cover 3 beater is to run 4 verticals. But we like 4 verticals versus 2 high teams. All right, we like it versus 1 high, cover 3. We like it versus man. So the way we teach it is a little different. All right, but I think you guys will like it. All right, so 4 verts. Okay, nothing earth-shattering here. Okay, and I teach 4 verticals to our quarterbacks by 1 high or 2 high. Okay, if it is 1 high, all right, what our quarterback has to decide is, all right, it's 1 high, 4 verticals. Is it some type of man? All right, so we get back into when we go over our coverage manual in the spring with our quarterbacks, being able to decipher between 1 high man and 1 high zone. All right, what's the depth, eyes, and leverage of the cornerbacks? Are they tight? Are the flat defenders tight? So is it some type of man coverage? Or are the corners loose and it's cover 3? Typically, versus 1 high, we want a seam ball. All right, we want a seam ball. We want to look that safety off one way or the other. All right, and we want the seam ball. All right, let's not make this thing hard. Now, if we have so initially, we call this first time in a game and it's 1 high. All right, we want to look this safety to where he's cheated. Okay, so if the safety is cheated more towards the Y, we want to look him that direction in our drop. It's a 3-step gun drop. We want to look the safety to where he's cheated. All right. If he's cheated more to the H, then obviously we want to look him, look him off towards the H and then come back to our Y. So it's 1 high. We've got matchups here. Okay. So if it's cover 3, obviously we want to look the safety off and we want to take the seam ball, right? That's base 4 vertical rules. If it's some type of man, then we can give a good, almost a back shoulder or whatever we got to do if we're even. We want to take matchups versus man. All right, so if the safety's in the middle of the field and he's bailing at the snap, he's not cheated one way or the other, I want to take a matchup. All right, like a few years ago, we had a kid that was 6'6". He's now at Michigan State playing Y. Okay, now I like our matchup there. So I want to look the safety to the H and then come back to my matchup that I like. Okay, versus 1 high man. All right, if we like our matchups on the edges versus man, it's not cover 3, it's 1 high man. All right, we'll take a shot on the outside. Okay, so that's 4 vertical versus 1 high. We want a seam ball. All right, especially versus cover 3. Want a seam ball. Look the safety where he's cheated. If he's straight up, if he's deep and he's not cheated one way or the other, look him away from the matchup that you want. Or, if we see this corner's tight and we like our matchup on the X right now, it's man coverage, let's take a shot at him. Okay, so that's 4 vertical versus 1 high. Not a lot different than probably what you guys teach now. All right.